right, we got some action at high schools around the Chicagoland area over the last 24 hours. We got Furries at Hinsdale Central. We got a fight at Lyons Township South, and we've got gunfire at a St. Rita baseball game.
Yeah, St. Rita was playing Merriman from Aurora. It was a freshman
Uh,
baseball
um,
team.
Marmion.
Marmion, sorry,
Yeah, my
Marmion.
nephew goes there.
Oh, he does. Was he a freshman baseball player? Because this is what happened at 5:26 p.m. during the game. Yes. 23 shots were ringing out. There's also a track meet going on nearby at the same time. And basically there was a shooting at the McDonald's, which was at 77th and Western, about a block away. And luckily no one was injured. But guess what, Dan? They kept going. It's like the movie, Wayne's World. Car. Now it's gunshots.
Car!
Clear everything out. Car comes by.
Game on! Game on!
And that's what they did. Luckily, again, nobody was hurt, but it's, I don't know if the Catholic Church, if Super just going to have to get more security for games, but that's...
Well, how do you have security for games that those shots were coming from blocks away? What's the security perimeter for a baseball game on the south side? That's the problem. I know this is going to be the summer of joy. How do I know that? Because Mayor Triple Thread said so. I'd be concerned on the south or west sides. I'd be concerned generally in the city of Chicago, but my kids in open fields on the south or west sides of the city with the lawlessness that has been unleashed by this political class, I'd be concerned.
Daylight. It was still bright outside. If I was a parent, I'd be out of my mind. But again, the kids, they hit the ground. If you see the video, we tweeted it out. They hit the ground, some run, but then they get back in and start playing the game. And the track meet went on as well, too.
Well, speaking of violence, another video that was making its way around before it was taken off of YouTube for violating YouTube's standards of service, terms of service. Yeah, right. This girl at Lyons Township South, Heaven Washington is her name. Mm-hmm. There's a video of her. Her friend is filming it. This is how the video was made and uploaded. Heaven Washington's friend was filming it, encouraging her friend to beat up this girl that she was beating up, pulling by the hair, punching, kicking, had her on the ground, beat up that racist bitch, beat her ass hoe. Those are the things that are being said on the video. This was allegedly because the classmate that Heaven Washington attacked was being racist. That's what Heaven is supposed to have said in defense. Whatever that girl did or didn't do, you don't get to beat on somebody in a school setting or any setting for that matter, like was displayed in that video, the way that Heaven Washington did. That's not a response to anything that was said, racist or not. But that's what happened. We don't have much in the way of comment from Lyons Township. Of course we don't. The principal there, a woman named Jen Tyrell, we are reaching out today to share we are aware of a social media post circulating that shows a student assaulting another student. Our team is currently working to investigate the situation, obtain additional information, support students have been impacted, whatever that means. Please know we are also collaborating with the Western Springs Police Department as they investigate this incident. Yeah, it turns out that Heaven Washington is quite outspoken, as West Cook News reports, which I'll tweet out. She has gone after people on social media, since this is important to parents and schools. It'd be interesting if it's important in this case. Heaven Washington is a black girl. She questioned her fellow student Leslie Mendoza's authenticity as a Latina after she disagreed with the student's leadership role on campus. She wrote, Heaven Washington did, of Leslie Mendoza, "You're a minority fighting against us. You're a hypocrite and overall just an awful person." She added another message about white people. "I seriously want to watch you all get COVID, LMFAO. Y'all most likely already do. White people are one of the nastiest kind, so y'all most likely already have it. Nasty asses. That's a quote. That's a post. She was also featured in the news in Chicagoland last year.
Oh, yeah.
After accusing another person of racism online. It triggered a rally at the school, an organized sit-in at the school. Police reporting, February 14th report of the protest from
During
local
Black
police.
History Month, yes.
Students organized in the library for a non-school sanctioned sit-in on the topic of racial equality. The sit-in was attended, partially moderated by school administration and staff. A short time after the sit-in concluded, a large number of students gathered and walked to the Performing Arts Center to continue voicing their opinions and concerns. Yeah. She's also, I guess, been outspoken. She said, what are we doing to end racism? It's been going on since my great-grandfather went to LT. It sucks that we have to have a racist outbreak to actually speak upon the situation. Those are Heaven Washington's words.
And they also said, they told Liz Nagy from Channel 7, both, they intend to stay in school to continue speaking up when they encounter these kinds of confrontations.
Who intends to stay in school and speak up?
Washington.
Oh, she's speaking up. Well, she was speaking with her fists.
This is right, exactly. But I'm saying a few months ago when that story broke, she told I'm not, because the reporter asked her, well, is it so bad you want to change schools? She's like, no, I'm staying here and fighting. Well, she really is staying there and fighting.
Yeah, she's also connected to a change.org petition to, quote, hold all racist students who have said racial slurs and who have hate crimed, that's a verb now, other students who attend LTHS accountable for their actions. And, of course, Lyons Township High School has one of those really important $150,000 a year DIE directors.
Right, of course.
Jennifer Rowe is her name. And when she was hired, by having such a position, it demonstrates the community values equity and belonging and understands how it connects to academic success, social-emotional learning, blah, 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 all the performative and approved statements that you would hear from an Orwellian bureaucrat like every DIE director, every single one. But that's Lyons Township, and that's most high schools. And so
we'll continue to be relentless in our pursuit of creating an inclusive school culture.
Yeah, St. Rita, safety at St. Rita, in and around St. Rita, maybe less so what's going on inside the walls at St. Rita than in places like LT or Hinsdale, which we'll get to in a second. Jim in Western Springs, you're on Chicago's Morning Answer.
Good morning. Good to talk to you guys. I have 6 kids. The youngest daughter goes to Lyons Township North, so there's 2 schools. There's South and North, freshman, sophomore, where this incident happened, and the junior and seniors over on the North campus. First of all, the girl, this not only is on film, our daughter brought it home yesterday, there's other technology, snapshots of her and this guy or a girl, whatever he is, indicating that, we're going to get the white people. There's other things besides that video that are out there that my daughter showed me. The girl allegedly got the wrong girl. And I hope those parents of the girl that's coming out of gym class who got beat and the kid who filmed it are prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Now, I doubt that will happen because we're in Cook County here, but that was a racist attack by that girl on that white girl. My daughter yesterday dropped her water bottle, and a girl next to her who was an African-American girl called her a racist for no reason at all, and she just walked away from it. It's getting out of control. Started at Oak Park River Forest High School years ago.
Yeah.
You're getting it everywhere, and it's intolerable. I have a call into the school, and this is what I'm surprised that girl that got beat and the kids that were around there aren't going to be going to Nazareth or any other school around here because it's just intolerable.
It's that bad,
It's
huh?
disgusting.
Oh, sure it
It's
is.
absolutely disgusting what's going on.
Does your daughter even want to go to school there anymore?
She's a tough kid. She's on the North Campus, so she's, an upperclassman, so she needs to finish school. And the timing is to move her to another school is not working right now.
Right. Yeah.
But this is the race issue, which is ridiculous, the narrative ridiculous. But this, you should see what they're teaching them in classes. I mean, a lot of parents have complained about certain things in English that happen, just like we've been talking about. and you try to be outspoken about it, and you're considered an alternative solution to it when there's no common sense. What happened? And when I saw that video last night when I go home from work, I felt so bad for all those kids around there. The girl that got beat, but the kid filming it should be prosecuted just as much as the girl that did that. And I pray for that girl that obviously got her hair pulled out for no reason. The girl's not a racist. There was what was the girl wearing? Was she wearing anything that said she was a racist?
No, she had like jeans and a red top on. I mean, there's nothing.
Right. She did nothing wrong, and it's unacceptable. And we've had, obviously this is Cook County. I used to live in DuPage County. But here, they just let it pass. It really, there should be a march at that school this morning, protesting that this kid and the kid that filmed it should be expelled from school for the rest of the year. End of story.
Thanks for the call, Jim. Appreciate it. I mean, if you've seen that video, if you haven't seen that video, I mean, it is
I want to see it, but it's going to enrage me though, and I don't.
It is a beating.
Really?
It's a beating. I mean, frankly, at the end of the 40 seconds or so, the version of the video that I saw, I was surprised that the girl who was beat was able to get up and walk away. But I mean, it was a beating, being cheered on by the girl filming it, as Jim from Western Springs was saying. And there's no defense to it, but that's the wonderful, inclusive environment that your groomers are creating at places like LT.
And the media is promoting this girl. I mean, again, she said a few months ago, "I'm gonna stay here and fight." Well, that empowered her, having all that media attention. Now she's beating up people just because they're white.
David Winnetka.
Yeah, good morning. So this happened to my friend's child. This is in Lake Forest of every place. So this was last week in the lunchroom where this table of black students was kicking this girl's, her table of white students. They were kicking her chair, being loud, this and that. She turned around, asked them if they could be quiet. They went absolutely nuts. They started calling her names. I got to dumb it down because we're on the air, but basically the one of them had violently said, "I hope you get raped in the butt by the entire football team," on and on. And then they took their school lunch, jumped up, and I can send you the clip. I've got this clip. I can send this to you guys. Jumped up and down on their school lunches, and you know who got suspended? The white kid. Unbelievable.
Please send us the clip. I'll put you on hold so you can send it to Quinn, our producer. Will get you the information. Please send us that clip. I want to see it.
Yeah.
Sure will.
Thanks for the call, David. The inclusivity. Are you enjoying basking in it at your kid's school? Your kid enjoying it? At Hinsdale Central.
Oh, boy.
Hinsdale Central has reportedly been allowing furries to wear animal costumes at the school, according to photos that were obtained by the DuPage Policy Journal. One photo posted on Facebook Wednesday shows a freshman student wearing what resembles a monster mask. According to sources, the student believes she is not a human, but a cat. And she's not related to Amy Jacobson, shockingly. A fellow student who took the photo of the furry was given a detention, sources say. The school's principal of Hinsdale Central, William Walsh, by the way, his pronouns are he and him. You know how I know?
Because he said that.
Right.
Right.
We do not allow, this is great. I love this line. We do not allow students to wear masks that cover their faces at school. Oh, really?
Oh, you don't?
Since when?
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, the hypocrisy. Oh, that runs deep. That is great.
Yeah.
Now it's not part of the dress code, but before it was. For 2 years.
Furries.
Yeah, it's just weird because the person who took the picture of the furry got a detention.
Right.
Why? I mean,
well, I'll tell you what.
He's just recording he's recording history. We have a furry at our school, and they need a cat litter box. I'm surprised they didn't, supply that for the person or the furry.
I'm looking forward to the next fundraiser for Hinsdale Central, maybe like at Ruth Lake Country Club, where they're going to raise money for litter boxes and newspaper to put down for the furries at the school. Tony, Southside.
Don't forget the catnip.
Hey, now this is going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to address Amy. I'm going to say happy birthday, Dan.
Oh, thank
His
you.
little
50
lamb.
years old, man. How did you survive all those years in Chicago, making it to the 50s? Beyond me.
I'm tough.
Anyway, yeah, I can imagine. My question to you, because you're a barrister, practicing maybe, I don't know, you say you are. Anyway, does the parents have any legal action against LTHS for not keeping a safe environment for that girl?
Sure they do.
And promoting this kind of situation that produces kind of violence, because it's ridiculous. I'll tell you right now, if that's my kid, oh yeah, heads would be flying, man. I'd be burying bodies all over Cook County. So,
Okay,
yeah.
Johnny, thanks for the call. Yeah, you got to pick your spots carefully in Cook County. But, yeah, I mean, we need more details on that fight. But that was a crime that was committed and caught on video. So we'll be very interested.
Stay on this.
Very interested in what Western Springs police conclude and or do about this. Since the school said the police are involved, we'll let you know what the police do, if anything.
Her time in the sun may be over.
Dan and Amy, Chicago's Morning Answer.
Connect with Dan and Amy using the AM 560 mobile app. Download it today at 560theanswer.com/mobile.